What's up everybody, it is Colin here, and in this video I'm going to tell you how to make $100 with Pinterest ads. Although the policies might be a little bit more difficult, it's a little bit more premium traffic expense-wise, it is a very, very big opportunity. So let me tell you exactly why. Pinterest is a platform where you have segments, fitness as a segment, dogs, cats. It operates very different than other social media platforms. Recipes, Nutra is very big because it works with the boards. You follow a board and a community comes together on a board, reading the pinned post and develop work on those things, right? Your ads will therefore be displayed within the board feed or within the personal feed collection of the boards. I don't want to make it too complicated, but the placement settings are very difficult and therefore creates a unique opportunity if you know how to angle it. With Pinterest, it is hit or miss. There's no average campaigns usually. You will have to invest some time into understanding the social media platform. The traffic therefore behaves very different as all the patterns are different. So the targeting features are what we expect. It's not as detailed as Facebook, but they come up with some pretty good demographical targeting options. So in that way, it is not a lack of targeting there. We notice on Pinterest global trends. So when something is hot, it's talked about a lot, and you have the Pinterest recommendations on the organic level where they talk about. You can hook that in your angles, which creates a new opportunity. Therefore, Pinterest ads, it would be very easy to make $100 a day with these ads because the targeting is so clear. You don't have a mad combination of different niches behaving apart from each other. Everything is grouped together, which for a marketer makes it more easy. You would have to use grid pages. What happens from the Pinterest ads, it's already engaged traffic because they know what they're looking for. If you use a bridge page with a pre-sale, it increases the CR significantly. And that's what usually CPA marketers do anyway. Use grid pages. It's regarding the policies as well, of course, but for Pinterest ads, as the behavior is slightly different, I would test bridge pages for sure with increasing the engagement. So don't do like a one button click through. That usually doesn't tend to work for this specific platform. The scalability, Pinterest is, I would say, in the list of social media platforms, one of the biggest ones still. It is not often talked about. The demographic is a lot different, a lot of females, a lot of older females as well, which makes it super interesting. Although there's a lot of youngsters there as well, of course, but it's not like Instagram where the majority is like 18 until 30. Pinterest has a huge audience 30 plus, which is usually for CPA the highest converting audience. The relative portion male to female is there's a little bit of male and a lot of female, which obviously makes it extra interesting because that is my favorite audience, 30 plus females. When we look at the traffic, taking into consideration the targeting, the placement, the trends, and obviously the scalability, because there's nothing worse than having an offer which you can't scale, right? You spend money on testing, the budget, etc., and then if you're not able to monetize it down the road, it would be a big investment of time and money, which you can't monetize in the future, which I would say if a platform is not scalable, I'm not interested, right? Because I don't need this talks about $100 a day, but if you could do 100, you can do 1,000, 10,000 a day, then it becomes obviously interested for like the big CPA marketers. However, if you're a beginner, this platform would be very easy to pick that $100 a day mark. What you need to watch out for with Pinterest ads is the policies. So the policies are very long, very strict, and the best way, I would say, is to test what is allowed, what is not allowed. Although the policies are quite clear, I would say the ad screening is not that developed that you have to follow the rules accordingly, right? So you can play around. It's just like Snapchat ads, right? The rules are very strict, but if you're smart, you can find your way around it and get a very unique opportunity out of that if you are a smart marketer, that is. What I didn't like about Pinterest ad when I did all my research and investigations on how to make $100 with Pinterest ads is that the relative CPM is quite high. So what you notice is they're very strict on clickbait copy. Clickbait copy usually meaning high CTR, low CPM, therefore low cost per click, right? And in this scenario, the audiences are relatively premium, as they say, and as I would say as well, because of all the options they have. But this results in a quite high CPM. It's maybe because they don't have that many ad placements. So the bidding is normal, but it just increases the price because there are not that many placements. I think if you scroll through your Pinterest feed, you follow maybe 20 boards, you see maybe one ad in 20, 25 posts, which with Facebook, like the frequency is maybe 2.5 times as high, right? When you're on mobile. So that's also a big option. There's a lot of desktop traffic with Pinterest, as far as I noticed, which obviously would increase the CPM. If you go for mobile only, you don't have that problem. But it all depends on your angle, right? So if you find a way to experiment with clickbait and get it through the policies, then you might have a lower CPM than other social media platforms. But I would say relatively high CPM compared to what you can do on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, very interesting platform nonetheless. Huge opportunities. Take these points into consideration, because if you look at these aspects, any marketer I would say it's very easy to make your first $100 a day with Pinterest ads. It's a very underutilized traffic source by CPA marketers because the audience behaves very different. So you might need to study it a little bit. You might need to get familiar with the platform yourself organically, so you know what kind of angles with your ads would work. But if you figure it out, I mean, how to make $100 a day would become how to make $10,000 a day, right? Because as soon as you figured out the sneaky way to do it, just like Snapchat ads, just like maybe Quora ads, you can go all in because there's such little competition, I would say, on the high level reach. So that's great. If you're interested in how to make $100 a day with Pinterest ads, leave a comment below with your thoughts, your game plan, and I'll see if I have some recommendations for you. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.